welcome back to a here in Group 3 for Brazil. Here in Group 3. Uh, alright. So Group 3, yeah. LSR Group 3, Round 15 here at Brazil, or more known as either Brazil or Interlagos, for those who know the actual name. Let me go ahead and enable everything. Jonah will actually be joining me here today for qualifying. Then he's gonna go ahead and leave so he can concentrate on his race. Our Striding, going at immediately setting the standard with a 108.1, 195 in that Alfa Romeo. And Viper is saying a 108.2. Not close, but not particularly close. Ethan already out of qualifying as hello Jonah.
Hi.
So what are you aiming for today, Jonah, in qualifying?
Yeah, honestly, just here to have some fun, kind of thing. Happy to be here on the commentary live stream with you, Cirque City, and yeah, it's kind of an odd experience for me since I'm racing while kind of commentating at the same time, so I won't be doing my normal commentary. I'll just be kind of here. But yeah, in terms of goals for qualifying, just here to have fun, get some good lap times, maybe see what I can do here in Group 3, as it is my debut in this class, and maybe even help out Tommy, since I'm his technical teammate. I don't know if we have a shot at the constructors. I think Alpine actually has it, but yeah, just here to kind of help out, have some fun, and yeah, get some good racing in.
Yeah, speaking of Tommy, he put himself up P3 with a 108.357. Just behind Viprice in that Ferrari. Actually splitting the two Ferraris. Splitting Viprice and Omega in P2 and P4 respectively. Going down the field, Chimpin P5 with 1 minute 10.1. Luke to Red going on another lap. Sit with a 110.3. Oreo in the Haas improving. See what time he'll set. Speedy retiring at the moment. I don't know what happened there. Looks
Speedy's
like
got a drive-through, I think, so that's why he's out of the session.
Okay. Thank you for that
He's not
input,
allowed.
Jonah.
Yeah, no problem. I think he's got a drive. Sorry, a back of the grid penalty. So, yeah, he's not allowed to qualify.
Okay. Thanks for the info, Jonah.
No problem.
As Oreo saying a 109.5, improving point is from his 1 minute 16, putting himself P6, ahead of his teammate Chimpip in that other Haas car. Mad Max Shorty on his debut today, putting himself P4 with a 108.9, putting himself between Tommy and Omega. Good stuff from the Aston Martin man. Yellow flags. Looks like Oreo going slowly there in Sector 2. Going down the field, Vito still in the pits. Kendricks is now on an out lap. Duro is now on a lap, riding on board at the moment. Now entering Sector 3. Now coming on to the front straight. Let's see what time he'll set. Looks like he's not going to contest, setting a practice time, I presume. Going above into the 110s. See what time Jonah can do here. In Sector 2 at the moment. Approaching that long right-hander, which you have to be extremely careful here, as you can pretty much lose the car here. Jonah, how's that lap going for you?
It's going pretty good at the moment. Looking forward to this Sector 2 section as I can get a really good exit out of here. Got to make sure I don't hit the Haas, thank goodness. And coming into turn 10 and 11. This traction zone I'm worried about. Want to make sure I don't spin. So I'm just going to kind of ease it on the throttle, make sure I get a good exit, and then into Jonesau. Got a little too much on the grass, but it's okay.
Yeah, no worries. Let's see what time you can do here, Jonah. Now approaching the line. in that hopefully flying Mercedes. Hopefully he can help his teammate Tommy coming across the line. Sets P4 with a 1 minute 696. Roughly 3 tenths behind his teammate Tommy. The Mercedes 3-4. That just shows that Jonah looks like he has the pace to contest. Possibly for a podium or maybe even a win potentially. You never know.
I definitely love that. That would be amazing if I can get a win or a podium or anything like that. But yeah,
Especially in this last like final round, actually final race in LSR on F122 actually. If we don't do anything else, but yeah. Luke Toretto looks like he was on the lap, but looks like he invalidated. Spider
yeah, I
going a
think
little bit
he
wide.
is.
Viper saying a 1 minute, no, a 1 minute 8.129, going faster than our Stratting, setting the provisional pole time here in that flying Ferrari, going ahead of our Stratting in the junior team, Alfa Romeo, with our Stratting now currently on a lap to hopefully beat, hoping to beat that flying Ferrari of Viperize. And speaking of that other Ferrari, Omega P6 still has not come out for his second run. Still holding that 1 minute 09.196.
Yeah,
Luke
track feels
Tourette.
pretty good at the moment. Just to let you know, it's very like I feel like there's a lot of grip out on track. Maybe that's because it's kind of sunny out there. But yeah, I really feel comfortable in that car, and so I'm assuming a lot of other drivers on the grid are also feeling confident that they can set some good laps.
Especially, yeah, with track evolution hopefully going to come into effect in a couple minutes or seconds, with under 9 minutes remaining in the session. Hopefully you can improve, Jonah, as well as other drivers. As Mad Max Shorty looks like he will start his second run in this Aston Martin on his debut as well. Now for a little track, guys, braking at the 50-meter board, going down into third gear. Careful on the throttle here and make sure not to cut those curbs. Stay all the way to the left, right some of that curb. Turn on the DRS and ERS if needed. Now bearing down now passing sector and braking at the 100-meter board, getting on the power in fourth gear. Passing what looks like to be a Mercedes there. Tommy there, approaching that long right-hander where you can pretty much essentially lose the car. And a really crucial section, approaching turn 9 and 10. Exiting that corner in second gear, short shifting up at the third. Braking at the start of the curb at the right. Getting on the power here, careful in second gear. Hopefully we go. Mad Max Shorty looks like he spun. Looks like he lost the car. Looks like a little bit too much tire. Looks like he got on the power a little bit too early there. Extremely unfortunate for Mad Max Shorty. Hopefully he can improve. Now riding on board with some of the other drivers. Vito looks like he's now who set a lap time actually with a 1 minute 9.170. Nearly beating Mad Max Shorty, but still down a couple tenths, which puts Vito P6 at the moment ahead of Omega in that Ferrari. Like I said previously, hopefully Omega will improve later on in the session with 7 minutes remaining. 7 minutes remaining in the session. Tommy looks like he's improved his sector 2 at the sector 1 at the moment. Let's ride on board with Tommy, approaching turn 10, I believe. Let me pull up a track map real quick. Now nearly approaching that long left-hander, downhill left-hander. Hopefully he's gonna improve his lap and possibly set the up 3 tenths in sector 2. Will this be provisional pole for Tommy? Let's see. What time will he set? There's the real question here, folks. Will he beat Viperize in that flying Ferrari? Yes, he will with a 1 minute 075. Just managing to beat Viperize in that Ferrari. Tommy on provisional pole in that Mercedes. Yellow flag sector 2 looks like it's when Looks like it's the Williams. Oh, it's look to red. Looks like he's made a mistake there. Now going, a lot of the people, a lot of the drivers still in the pits at the moment are stratting. Looks like he's made a mistake there. Long, probably getting on traction there, I'd say, but hopefully, hopefully he can improve spinning once again from those hot tires. But let's see, spinning once again. I'm just gonna move off our stratting at the moment. Yellow flag. Oh, our stratting again. Chimpim looks like he's now exiting for an outlap behind his teammate Oreo. Let's see if we can see some teamwork there from the two Haas drivers. Kendrick's at an outlap as well.
And quick bit of info here. I just saw like a minute or two ago, Durrell, I believe, was on a lap time, and he was blocked in the final sector of sort by two cars. Nothing that the two cars could really do at that point, but that impeded Durrell, and he wasn't able to continue on with his lap. So I suspect that's why he's so far down with a 17.7, which is not ideal, of course, for the Miami Grand Prix winner.
Oh yeah, that is true. Not ideal for the AlphaTauri driver. Hopefully he can improve with those final 4 minutes and 27 seconds remaining at the moment. Now looks like Chimpimp. Looks like he's now looking at starting a lap actually. Let's go and right on board with Chimpimp. Wait, during this lap. Not an ideal line there for Chimpimp. Not an ideal line really for Chimpimp in that ass. Not going full throttle there in that long right-hander previously. Now skipping forward to some other drivers ahead. Mad Max Shorty looks like he's come out of the final corner. Let's see what lap time he's gonna go ahead and set. Currently P5 provisionally. See what time he's gonna go ahead and set. Possibly, hopefully he can go P3 or so. No, actually he does beat his own lap time, but by a small margin, 300ths of a second. Not a big improvement, but an improvement is an improvement, of course. Yellow flags in sector 2. Let's see.
That was just me letting Spider by.
Oh, thank you for the info, Jonah.
Yeah, no problem.
As we look at some of these comments here coming in. As some of these comments are from Kevin Cow. Looks like Kendrick. Yeah, where is Kendrick at the moment? Kendrick he set himself P4. I did not notice that. Set himself P4 in that Alpine with a 1 minute 8.565 ahead of yourself, Jonah. How are you gonna handle that, Jonah? Kendrick's setting a faster time than you.
Hopefully by improving on this current lap, I'm just a tiny bit going to be up on my time, so hopefully I can beat him with this time.
Don't worry, Jonah. From my point of view, you're half a tenth down, but hopefully you can make that up. Yellow flag in sector 3 looks like Mad Max Shorty with 1 minute 48 seconds left in qualifying. See, hopefully these final couple of laps that some of these drivers will improve, and hopefully one of them will go pole position, or hopefully one of these will beat Tommy and go pole for the sprint race. And then that sprint race, the results from that sprint race will say Viperize saying 1 minute 8, Durrell 17.772, beating Viperize and Tommy. What a coincidence! Durrell going from P13 to P1 on a single lap. Incredible lap time from Durrell. Let's see if he can improve in this final minute or so. Tommy coming across the line. Sets a 1:7.8. Not enough for P1. Not enough for pole. Will he improve? That is the real question here. Duro down 1.7 seconds in that sector 2. Tommy looks like he's given up, I suppose. Yeah, he's given up. Looks like he ran out of fuel, I believe. Letting what looks like the Ferrari there of Omega. Omega now coming on his second run, second and final run, approaching the long right-hander in sector 2. Hopefully he'll improve. Behind him is Luke to Red on extremely worn. And yeah, you're right, Kevin Cal. If Joe and Viper can beat Tommy, that will help Kendrick's on. Viper is retiring. Oh, it looks like he retired in the pits. Good thing he didn't spin and lose the car there. Duro looks like he's going pole unless Omega can do something about that, or he potentially look to red. What time will Omega set? Will he go or beat his teammate? What will happen here? Omega saying 1 minute 8.38, putting himself P7. Oreo coming into pit. Tommy coming into pit as well. What time will Vito set? Setting a 1 minute 08.6, putting himself P7 ahead of Omega and behind Kendricks. Good stuff from Vito, putting himself provisionally P7. And yeah, you're right.
Just to let you know, I'm just gonna take off real quickly because I got to get to the race. But appreciate you having me come in to commentate with you from a driver's perspective. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries, and good luck, Jonah.
Thank you.
And you're right, Kevin Cal. Straining can be real fast, and who he looks like to be, he looks like he's giving, looks like Armstrong's gonna be giving Tommy a good fight today in the race. Mind, we do have a sprint today, so this qualifying session only applies for the sprint race. Excuse me. So whatever the results are for the sprint race, that will be the starting positions for the actual 35 laps of the Brazilian Grand Prix, or Interlagos, as some people do like to call the circuit. No, I think Spider might have rejoined, if I'm correct. But let me go ahead and confirm that with him really quick. Let me go ahead and confirm that really quick. Anyway, as Duro goes on pole position with a 1 minute 7.772, Tommy in the Mercedes with a 107.8, R Shining P3 in the Alfa Romeo with a 1 minute 8.004, Viperize, then followed by Viperize, Jonah, Kendricks, Vito, Omega, Mad Max Shorty, and Oreo finishing off the top 10. Spiderweb, Chimpimp, Luke to Red, Speedy, and Ethan finishing off the rest of the other 5 drivers who are not in the top 10. Let me go ahead and confirm if he needs invite. Alright, thank you for confirming that, Spider. And good luck in your race for hopefully a good finishing starting position for the actual 35 lapper of Interlagos, or Brazil, as some people like to call it. Either one. Me personally, I like to call it Interlagos because I play GC7. But that's just me. Anyway, as now we are waiting for 5 red lights. Who will get the good start here, Duro or Tommy? Let's see here. And it's lights out and away we go. Looks like Tommy got the good start, overtaking Duro almost immediately. Straining, looking up the inside, wanting to overtake Duro almost immediately. Kendricks overtaking Straining for P3. Yellow flag sector 1. Looks like Chimpin looks like he got spun. Unfortunate for Chimpin there. Extremely unfortunate. Moving up down the field. Extremely close battle here. Falling out with Jonah. Extremely close behind Omega, but staying behind. Let me go and enable the rest of this really quick. Alright, we're good. Looks like Vito made the overtake on Viperize there. Good stuff from Vito, putting himself P5 in these 12 laps. This 12 lap sprint at Brazil. Now going through. Looks like there's a big gap between Speedy and Luke Teray. Looks like Ethan making the overtake on Speedy. But Ethan making a mistake there, going onto the grass. Oreo takes advantage of that mistake from Ethan. Will he make the move around the outside? Omega retiring. And looks like that is a safety car. Looks like that's a safety car. Early safety car lap 2. Looks like he went a little, missed his braking point. Really missed his braking point there into turn 1, as that's where his dot was last seen on the track map. So extremely unfortunate for Omega. As let's see what the biggest movers are at the moment. Tommy moving up into P1, getting a really good start. A better start compared to Duro, which he almost lost his lead almost immediately. Even before turn 1. So good stuff from Tommy to make that move there. Oh, there's Spider joining again. Strain looks like he's solidified his P3 at the moment, defending really well at the start from Kendricks. Speaking of Kendricks, looks like he's getting 2 positions from P6. Good stuff from Kendricks so far. Hopefully he can improve even more, as Luke Tourette and Speedy both pit, and Chimpimp as well. So let's see if they can improve. Viperize, unfortunately, losing down 1 position to Kendricks in that Ferrari. Hopefully Viperize can get a better starting position. Let's see what tires those who did put on. Tired. Looks like Luke Red, Speedy, and Chimpin both. All 3 of them actually went onto the soft tires. Bit of a risky strategy there, I'd say. Extremely risky, but bold move from the 3 drivers who are currently sitting P12, 13th, and 14th at the moment, having incidents earlier on. Now going back to the biggest movers, Vito getting 1 position. Formula Jonah losing down 2 positions from his starting position of P5. Hopefully he can improve and hopefully start up there next to his teammate of Tommy, who crucially needs the points here for the championship, for the Constructors Championship. Mad Max Shorty going up 1 position. Spiderweb up 2 positions from P11. Good progress from the Alpine driver at the moment. Hopefully, and also with the fastest lap too, with a 119.025, which is kind of glitched, because Tommy is actually one with the fastest lap with a 14.7. Anyway, Ethan, someone who barely races, but races every now and then. Currently P10 and rising from P15. Good stuff from Ethan. Hopefully he's able to finish the race this time and get some good points for Aston Martin, my team, in G3 before I decided to switch to commentary. Anyway, Oreo down 1 position, who originally started P10. let's see if Oreo can gain that position back, and see if we can maybe see him start roughly P6, 7, or 8. Hopefully, Luke Toretti gaining one position, Speedy gaining one position, and chimped him down 2 from his original P12 starting position. Will safety car be in this lap? That is the question. Hopefully, we get to see some racing here. Hopefully, we can. Hopefully, we get to see some racing here. Well, yeah, looks like safety car is not in this lap. Unfortunate, but oh, it is in this lap. My mistake. Hopefully, hopefully, let's see if Tommy can catch out Duro here. Let me go ahead and move to interval here. Real question now is, when will Tommy go? Will he leave it late or will he go now? Yes, he does. He does catch out Duro, increasing the gap to almost 6/10. But that does not catch out Arshine. Will Arshine go up the inside into turn 1? Will he overtake Duro? Yes, he will. Going wheel to wheel with Duro. Arshine not getting the best line out of that corner. Kendrick's not taking advantage of that, but Duro, Arshine looking very punchy at the start here. Mad Max Shorty making the overtake on Formula Jonah, which makes him move up two positions. But our stratting really challenging Duro at the moment, especially from that safety car restart. And like I said, Arshine looking very punchy at the moment. Though there are 6 tenths separating the Alfa Romeo and Alpha Tauri drivers, at the two respective Italian teams, but hopefully we'll see some overtaking action here. Viperize looks like right on board with Viperize, using his ERS to hopefully overtake Kendricks and gain that position back. Tommy saying a 110.680 on those medium tires. Ooh, Viper's going a little bit deep there, nearly making contact with Kendricks. Good thing he didn't make contact with Kendricks, hitting him at the rear. Good stuff from Vipers to avoid it. Looking behind, Jonah looks like he's quite a ways behind, but Spider close behind Jonah here in the Alpine, hopefully to catch up to Kendricks. Ethan with the 3-second time penalty already on lap 6. Luke Tourette looks like he wants to catch up, who's 7/10 behind, catching up in the braking zone, gaining 1/10, but does lose out on that exit. Hopefully Luke Tourette can overtake Ethan, hopefully, before the end of the race, before the end of the sprint actually. Moving on up the field, my bad. Tommy leading from P1 in that Mercedes W14, saying a 110.2 Duro on those medium tires. So at the moment, Duro is the fastest man on track. DRS has been enabled. Let's see if Duro will use some of that DRS and hopefully use his ERS to catch up to Tommy. Not using his ERS, so looks like he's managing his ERS at the moment, playing somewhat of the long game here on these 12 laps of Interlagos at the moment. Though he's closing the gap, with closing those 3/10 of a gap, increasing to 4/10. Hopefully he can close that gap. Mad Max Shorty, it looks like Ethan has spun Mad Max Shorty, his teammate, getting a 3-second time penalty for track limits. Ethan looks like he spun on in that long right-hander, which very commonly you can lose the car there if your tire pressures are a little bit too high there. So a common mistake there from Ethan in those very races, but a mistake there from Ethan, which I think solidifies Chimpim's P13 at the moment. So hopefully we can see some more overtaking here. Going on board Formula Jonah, fighting, going up the inside of Mad Max Shorty. Good move from Jonah, putting himself up into P7. from his though that does not help him much though, as he originally started P5. Mad Max Troy wanted to come back though, using that ERS and DRS, nearly making contact there with Jonah. Riding on board, will he look up the inside for the move? No, he won't. Will he be careful? That is the real question. Looks like he's currently being backed up as spiderwebs behind the two Mercedes-powered cars. Mad Max Shorty still looking eager and hungry for the move on Formula Jonah for P7, for that P7 starting position for the main race here. Though everyone must remember here that this is not the main race, so you don't have to try it in the sprint race. This is to just solidify the grade for the 35 laps, or the main race for the actual race, the 35 lappers of Interlagos. Mad Max Shorty gaining, but that isn't enough to overtake Formula Jonah. Kendricks. Looks like Vito and Viper are going wheel to wheel. Yellow flag sector 1 looks like it is Chimpimp once again. Spinning. Extremely unfortunate. Anyway, moving up the field. Looks like Duro closed the gap a lot by. He's closed up the gap a lot. Viper is getting 3-second time penalty, so that will affect his starting position a lot. And you are right, Kevin Cow. Duro is all over Tommy's rear wing. Though, when will Duro make the move? That is the real question here. No, they will get DRS. Look, we will be starting a DRS train. And Duro nearly at 100%. That speed that Duro is getting, will he make the overtake? He does make the overtake. Solidifies his overtaking Tommy for the lead and the pole position for the 35 laps of Interlagos. Tommy looks like he did not fight that. So good decision from Tommy, I'd say, from a driver's perspective. Yellow flag sector 1 looks like Red has lost it in that right hand. Looks like he bottomed down on that left hand side curb, which can commonly happen if you abuse that curb a little bit too much. Extremely unfortunate for Luke to Red on those soft tires. Speaking on one of those other soft runners, Speedy in P10 at the moment, behind Spiderweb, 3.2 seconds at the moment behind Spiderweb. So not a lot. Spiderweb behind. Excuse me. Spiderweb. Oh, Spiderweb making a mistake there, nearly going off the track and just barely hitting Jonah, near missing Jonah. Joe with a 109.787 on those medium tires in that AlphaTauri. Viperize and Kendrick's going wheel to wheel. Viperize looks like he's lost it. Viperize losing the car but manages to save it. Good thing he did not crash. Oh, Jonah take advantage of Viperize's calamity. Will he look up the inside? No. Jonah does not take advantage of it. He looks like he wanted to make the move, but didn't. Good decision from Jonah. Mad Max Shorty on the rear wing of Vito, but not keeping up, unfortunately. Though it looks like Vito on 11%, 13 and 14% of ERS at the moment. Not looking good ERS wise for Vito. Extremely close pack. Viperize near on the rear wing of Mad Max Shorty. Looks like he might make the overtake here. Viperize getting taken a little bit too much curb there for the liking. Not getting the good exit that he wants. Though Jonah taking a full advantage of that situation. Jonah overtaking Viperize for P7. Good overtake, but Viperize wanting to go around the outside. Will he make that mistake? Yes, he will. No, they will go wheel to wheel. Who will come out on top of this battle? Spider looks like he wants to get involved as well. Spider Spider eagerly wants to get involved in this fight. Kendricks and Mad Max Shorty, Vito and Mad Max Shorty going wheel to wheel in the long right-hander. Good, really good. What's it called, racecraft from the Red Bull and Aston Martin drivers. Good racecraft from the two drivers. Looking up at the field, Duro still leading. From Tommy to Straining, Kendricks, Vito. Oh, that was the last lap. Oh, looks like Duro getting the pole position here for the 35 laps of Interlagos. Tommy, are Straining getting so Duro and Tommy staying the first row. Are Striding and Kendricks on the second row. Vito and Jonah on the third row. Spyro and Mad Max Shorty on the fourth row. Viperize and Oreo on the fifth row. Looks like Viperize has left the session. Unfortunately, let me see if I can get him back in really quick. Actually, I'll see if someone can send him an invite, hopefully. Duro, the driver of the day for the sprint. So that is a good... Anyway, I didn't know for the sprint only the top 8 get points, so Mad Max Shorty's barely getting points for Aston Martin, so good stuff. And Tommy getting points as well for the Mercedes. Double points finish in the sprint for Mercedes was as Tommy and Jonah finishing in the top 8. Anyway, Viperize and Oreo on the fifth row. Speedy and Luke to Red on the sixth row. Ethan and Chimpip on the seventh row. Omega on solo on the 8th row. Extremely unfortunate, but extremely unfortunate for Omega, who had the DNF early on. Hopefully he'll do better in this race, final race actually, in LSR on F122 in Brazil, here at Interlagos. So hopefully Omega can do a last stuff first, hopefully. So I'd say my race predictions are Viperize looks like he's really doing good stuff. Hope at least we got Viperize back in. That's really good. If not, it would have really sucked for Ferrari, especially them not having the best of constructors championships at the moment. Them currently sitting P9, but not sufficient enough for any other position, unfortunately. As let me take a quick screenshot of this really quick. Don't mind that. It's just the guys are just T-posing, you know what I mean? They're just T-posing, so good stuff. 22 seconds from the start of the final race in LSR on F122. I'll take a quick momentary break in these last 10 seconds. Alright, I'm back. Anyway, as we get set for 5 red lights for the last time here in LSR Group 3. And it is lights out and away we go. Looks like Tommy getting the better start from Duro. Kendricks moving up. Duro getting spun almost immediately. What an incident. Spider getting spun as well. The two Alpines. Extremely unfortunate for the two Alpines. Extremely unfortunate. Tommy getting a really good start. Arshine looks like he's lagged out of the session. Mad Max Shorty sitting P3 at the moment. P2 on his debut on lap 1. What an eventful turn. Not even lap. Sector actually. An eventful sector. Vito sending P3. Viper is P4, R straining P5, Speedy setting it up to P5, straining down to P6, who lagged down unfortunately. I'm gonna set this up really quick. The very chaotic lap 1. Let me go ahead and see. The position changes. Duro from pole, who started on those hard tires. Most likely the main cause for the spin early on. Our straighting with the, yeah, extremely unfortunate. Will he retire? I don't think so. Our straighting, I can invite straighting Kevin. I can't invite them. Oh, there's Viper. He's rejoined, but I can invite straighting because I have him added, but I just know how to add send the invite mid session. If I be honest, but hopefully Viper can retake his car. There we go. Viper is retaking control of his car. Omega now has Speedy in his rear view mirrors. Will Speedy overtake Omega on this main straight, deploying his ERS? But will he get the good exit? Looks like he did. That slipstream from Omega helping Speedy overtake. Getting a side view. DRS has been enabled. Going wheel to wheel into turn 1. Speedy getting the move done. Good stuff from Speedy, putting himself in that Red Bull into P6. Good stuff. But Omega wanting to come back. Looks like he's setting up his car for the move, but Speedy taking a little bit too much curve there. Will Omega take advantage of this on those hard tires? Mind, Speedy is on those medium tires. Vito, looks like Mad Max Shorty has spun from P2. Extremely unfortunate. Viperize, Jonah up at the P4. Hopefully, looks like he wants to overtake. Yellow flag sector 2. Duro, looks like he spun again. With Oreo as well. Looks like there's an instant in between the two. Not a good first couple of laps. Duro is saving the car there from the hot rear tires. He might spin there, I'd assume. He's spinning again. Unfortunate race for Duro. Extremely unfortunate. Now I'm running on board with Spider. Looks like he's fighting Mad Max Shorty. Mad Max Shorty wanting to make that move. In the rear, now looking from behind of Spider Web. Mad Max Shorty making the move. Will he send it up the inside? Yes, he will. Put himself P8, but going wheel to wheel. Spider-Man going a little bit off track there. Kendrick, will he take advantage of that? No, he won't. Though he is within a tenth of his Alpine teammates. Will he potentially go for the move? Arshane, I can't unfortunately invite you, I don't think. I don't know how to, if I'm being honest with you, Arshane. I'm sorry. I don't know how to invite you, if I'm being honest, really. Let's see if I can do something here real quick. See if I can do something really quick. Looks like I can't. Invite friend. No, Kevin, the thing is, he's on Xbox. I can't. Well, oh wait, I see what you mean. Wait, there you go. Okay. Our trading. You should have gone and invite our trading. Let me know if you got that invite. Let me know if you have. Okay. Alright, oh, there's a lot of yellow flags. Looks like Chimpip has spun. Has he lost his front wing? No, he hasn't. Looks like he's got some rear wing damage, I think. on those full lap soft tires. Ethan in the points at the moment. Let me see if I can invite you again our shredding. Because as you can see here, we are racing here. I'll send you two in case, but try both of the invites, but yellow flags. Alright, I'll try one more time, and then if not, then I'm sorry, our shredding. I'm sorry if it doesn't work. I'm sorry. Oh shit, I sent to Alexis. My bad, Alexis. My bad. Anyway, looks like the large field for Tommy leading in that Mercedes. In that Mercedes W14. W13E performance, I believe. I don't know. I forget these cars' names, man. As Straining, unfortunately, confirming his retirement, unfortunately. Extremely unfortunate, especially having a really good qualifying and a really good sprint race, unfortunately. What a shame. Yellow flags, looks like Luke Red has spun on those hard tires. In that long left-hander. Will Oreo overtake Luke Red? That is the question here. Duro looks like he's spun again. I think it's the fact I'm just streaming or shredding. I think it's just that. Looks like Luke Red, it looks like he's giving up. Yeah, he's giving up. Yeah, try and do that or shredding. See if you could just shut off your system entirely. And then boot it back up and then restart it again. Maybe that'll work, I don't know. If not, I don't know. Because I'm not an Xbox person. I'm a PlayStation person. No, I'm actually having a couple incidents early on, but he does have he's leading on a train of cars though. That includes Omega, Kendricks, Speedy, Spider, and Ethan. Pretty much from P6 to 10 are all behind. Omega sending it up the inside. Mad Max Shorty wanting to come back. Omega making that move stick. Mad Max Shorty coming around the outside. Mad Max Shorty does go off track a little bit. But Omega looks like Kendrick's making the move on Omega as well. Extremely unfortunate. Looks like Chimpep already getting lapped by the leaders early on lap 8. Extremely unfortunate. It's gonna be really hard to recover that lap, especially against that extremely quick Tommy XXC that Tommy is. See one movement. Excuse me. Anyway, Tommy is saying a 111.120 on those medium tires on lap 9. Vito in P2. Viperize 1.4 seconds behind Vito. He's roughly 3/10 away. He's getting on those straights. Yellow flag sector 1. Who has lost it here? Looks like it. Yeah, looks like it's just Chimpin having to let the guys go. Like he's ghosted at the moment. Going. Chimpin going off track to let the guys go. Kendrick making the move on Mad Max Shorty. Looks like he made it around the outside. Good move from Kendricks, even though we didn't see it, but yellow flag sector 2. Looks like Chimpin spinning once again. Unfortunate race for him. For Chimpin at the moment in the Haas car. Extremely unfortunate for the Haas crew. Extreme unfortunate. Anyway, moving along. Omega wanted to close that gap between himself and Mad Max Shorty. I'll just call him Max for now. Himself and Max in that Aston Martin. Max wanting to make that move on Kendricks in the Alpine. Though he will get DRS, will he make that move? He is getting using that slipstream, but that isn't enough, unfortunately. Yellow Flex, Chimp him. Looks like he's gonna retire, unfortunately. Viper is closing that gap though between himself and Vito. Hopefully he will close that gap. Hopefully, so that he might be able to overtake Vito for P2 potentially. Eric, not Eric, or Ethan. I don't know. I'll just call him Ethan for now. Ethan with a 3-second time penalty due to track limits. Oh, yeah, he's right. You're doing alright, I'd say. P13, your AI's doing. I mean, my AI's doing crazy. In some other races, me finishing P30 in AI, but it's whatever. And Omega overtaking Speedy. Speedy looks like he wants to come back, though he's on 3%. He has no ERS at the moment. Speedy. What will Speedy do? Closing that gap under braking. What will happen here? Viprise! Look like he's made the move! On Vito for P2! Good stuff from the Ferrari driver. Good, really good stuff from the Ferrari driver on those 10-lap old medium tires. Moving down the field though, Jonah on P4 at the moment. On those 10-lap old hard tires. Looks like he's thinking about the long game here today. Think of Jonah spinning. Looks like he took a little bit too much curb there. Really unfortunate for Jonah falling from P4 to P9. Looks like he might be pushing those hard tires a little bit too much early on. Extremely unfortunate. And yeah, Kevin count at the moment, Tommy with a 7.6 second gap to Viperize. Absolutely insane from Tommy. At this rate, he's looking like Max Verstappen today, like he was in the Monaco Grand Prix today. And really good stuff from Tommy XXC at the moment. The Viper going down to Viperize. Vito still 5/10 between him. So with the Mercedes, Jonah spinning again, losing the car again on those hard tires. Those tires are looking really hot. As you can see, they're really still somewhat dirty at the moment. Extremely unfortunate for Jonah, him being a P4 earlier on. Those tires are really, really hot at the moment. Spiderweb looks like he's making the move on Speedy. Speedy wanting to go around the outside, trying to make the move stick. Yes, he will. Speedy, but Spider making the move stick. Getting the DRS. Going wheel to wheel. Speedy wanting to come back. Viper with 3-second time penalty due to track limits. But Speedy wanting to gain that position back, going on the grass there a little bit, setting it up the inside. What will happen here? Speedy wanting to confidently make that move, but he doesn't make that move yet. Still searching for that move. Formula Jonah P12 at the moment, consistently losing ground. Let's see if you can get back in here, R-Stratting, potentially. Hopefully you can get back in here, hopefully. Where are you? Our shredding shows you're offline at the moment. Yeah, it shows you're offline at the moment. Can't get. But yeah, if Tommy continued at this rate, Tommy could potentially put a whole ass pit stop. Duro staying at 111.180. Speedy nearly making contact with Spider, just managing to break enough to not hit Spider in his rear wing. I'll go ahead and send you 3 invites to our shredding. See if I can get you in. Looks like Speedy. Oh, I thought Speedy was making the move there. Ethan looks like he's coming to box on lap 14. Excuse me. Spider looks like he's getting a lot of ground. 6 10, 7 10s at the moment, actually. Will Speedy get the good exit? Extremely unfortunate. Anyway, my Max Shorty, Max with another 3-second time penalty. I believe that's 6 seconds for him, I believe. No, that's 3 seconds. I guess that was the sprint race when he got those other penalties. And yeah, you're right. If our shredding was here, I'm sure this race would be a lot more interesting as it is now. I guess we all want that new F123 game, and hopefully Crossplay will be a lot better. And then moving up down the field, Viprise and Vito close together. Vito will get the DRS though it won't be enough to overtake though. A battle for P4 between Max and Kendrick, still on the rear wing of Kendrick's, gaining, but not enough for the overtake. Hopefully Max will be able to overtake Kendrick's in a couple laps. So someone going really wide there, speeding going really deep into turn 1, not losing any positions. Though that gap does increase from from Spider, from himself to Spider is now 4.4 seconds on those 15 lap old medium tires. Duro slowly but surely coming back from starting on pole for the race, slowly but surely, currently P9 from spinning earlier on. Extremely unfortunate. Ethan with another 3-second time penalty, so that's 6 seconds in total. So let's hopefully see. Now moving up into this battle for P4. Kendrick's, yeah, Kendrick's, Max and Omega all fighting. Looks like Kendrick's is coming in the box, trying to take out those 15 lap old medium tires are going onto those hard tires. Speedy getting a 3-second time penalty for track limits. Seeing a last lap of 1 minute 16.718. Sorry for the interruption there. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Looks like Vito. Looks like Vito. Uh, Vito closing up that gap to Viperize. And you're right, Kevin Cow. Looks like Kendrick does need a safety car if he does want to have a chance at the championship, because at the moment it is swaying for the way of Tommy XXC with let's see, with a spiderweb. Looks like he's left the session. Let's see if I can re-invite him really quick. See if I can invite him really quick. Alright, Spider should be set as Spiderweb actually coming into pit on those 17 lap old medium tires, opting for the hard tires. Looks like they changed his front wing as well. Dropping himself down. Looks like he's gonna drop himself down to, I believe, P12. Let's see if we can get you back into here, Spider. We're going to send you two, if one of them will work. Or we're getting a 3-second time penalty. And Max already getting another 3 seconds. Now looking for the penalties. Viprize with 3 seconds. Max with 6. Speedy with 3. Oreo with 3. And Ethan with 6 seconds. So at the moment, Ethan will finish last at the moment. Alright, no worries. Let's see if we can get you back into here, Spider. Duro. Speedy coming into pit for the hard tire. Oreo wanting to overtake Jonah, but not getting there just yet. Let's see who hasn't made their pit stop yet. Looks like the top 6 hasn't made their pit stop. Also, Jonah as well hasn't made their pit stop as well. So let's see. Speaking, Tommy coming into pit. Viprise will inherit the lead of the Brazilian Grand Prix. And you're right, Kevin. Especially with traffic around here, Kevin might have some, not you, Kevin. Tommy might have some problem with traffic. But it looks like I don't think he won't, cause he might get ahead of Max. But yeah, he's gonna have issues with traffic. Just barely managed with Omega, just barely managing to get ahead of Tommy at the moment. So let's see. Oh, whoa, 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 oh, whoa, 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 whoa! What happened here? But oh God. Sorry lads. The game has glitched. What the hell? That is kind of sucks. Um, shit, I don't know what to do here. FPS button. I will go ahead and okay, I'll do something. I cannot even go into the pause menu. That is. You're right, Arch This game is actually really fucking bad. The game has crashed, guys. The game crashed. Looks like the game's crashed.